Hey everybody, welcome to the Waldock Way. I'm Jessica. Today's video is our March morning basket. Now I want to apologize to everybody because normally my morning basket videos are out by the first of the month with no exception, maybe even a few days before the first of the month if possible. And that did not happen this month. I actually got sick the last few days in February and almost the whole first week of March and had hardly any voice and could not have gotten through a video. I did get the blog post out for you all, but I did not get the video done. So I apologize for that. In case you haven't seen the blog already, our March morning basket is going to be a women's history inspired basket, and it is going to be girl power. In case this is your first time to my channel or you don't know, I have one little girl and she is 6 years old. Her name is Emily, and I think empowering little girls is very important. I want her to know about women's history. I want her to know, kind of where she's come from and the struggles that women before her have faced. Because while they will not be as intense, women still, females still struggle. We are equal, but let's be honest, we're really not equal. I mean, we are still girls. And so our morning basket is very largely inspired by either women's history or just female girl empowerment in general. I want her to know that, she's a girl and to be proud of that. And so that is kind of what a lot of the things are. I mean, there are some things in our basket that's just, our basket, but for the most part, everything I got has a female empowerment twist to it because that was very important to me. So I'm going to be showing you today what is in our basket, and then I will be back on Monday, so make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you will know. And I will be back on Monday with a video that is all of the picture books that we will be using in addition to our morning basket, because I have a really good stack of picture books that we will be using, some being empowerment and some being women's history, that will be going along with it, but it would be way too long for one video. So come back on Monday. You won't want to miss that one. It'll be our women's history picture books for the month of March. I'm going to go ahead and get you turned around and show you what's in our morning basket now. All right, before I start showing you inside our actual morning basket, I wanted to show you the hands-on thing that I got for Emily to play with this month while we're doing morning basket, and it is a Play-Doh kit from Playful Days Dough. And I contacted her because I couldn't find anything I was looking for. I wanted some sort of girl power kit for her to play with this month. And so I just said, hey, I just want a girl power kit, something empowering. And she totally came up with this, and it is perfect. It's absolutely everything I would have picked out and done for myself if I had the time. So it comes with kit cards and accessories. And inside here you have a superhero mask, and you have like some of the little superhero saying bubbles and lightnings. And then you have the cards that says, you're a wonderful human. Yes, girl, yes, and you are a gem. And all of these are on heavy lamination, so you could use them for like you could play with your Play-Doh on them and not worry about messing them up. The kit comes with 3 different Play-Dohs. As you can see, the yellow has glitter. It's super soft, very nice. It has the cookie cutter, so like the quote bubble and a flower. And then this little superhero doll. It also comes with these little superheroes and a girl power pin. The stuff to make your own unicorn keychain. All of these little gems for loose parts. It came with little flowers and pipe cleaners that she twisted and bent, and they're just adorable. This You Rock heart that you push on the Play-Doh and it would stamp it with You Rock. Colorful letter beads that spell out girl power. And then more letter beads and gems for loose parts. So I can't wait to see everything Emily does with this. This kit was perfect. If you like this kit and you would like a chance to win your own kit of any theme that she has, not just the girl power, head over to my Instagram, which is linked down below, because at noon today, we will have a giveaway that goes live. So you won't want to miss that. All right, heading straight into the morning basket. The first thing in here is the Wonder Crate. Now, I just did an unboxing on this, so I will not be opening it and showing you. I will link the unboxing up here. But this Wonder Crate was based on Malayla, so we will be using this month. Now, in our Wonder Crate came the Being Awesome journal, so we will be using this for our journal. It was split into different traits, such as caring and kindness. It had respect and empathy and honesty. There were so many other ones. Integrity. And let's see, what's this one? And responsibility. And then the different pages within are like, write a description of some things a responsible person does. And then you have a quote from a famous person that kind of goes along with that. And at the end of each trait, you have a take action page. So it is a really awesome journal to help inspire kids for character traits and like being a more awesome person. For logic this month, we have the Mud Puppy Feminist Memory Match. I will show you. These are always amazing quality. We have many of them and love them. They're on very thick pieces of like cardboard almost, and they're always colorful and beautiful. So we will be playing the Famous Women one for this month. For our read aloud this month, we will be doing the What is the Women's Rights Movement? Emily loves the big-headed books, as she calls them. What I like about them is there is like drawing illustrations, and then there's also in the middle of the book normally real pictures. So here you can see some of the real photographs from this time. And then in the back, they always have timelines. So you can see the timeline of the women's rights movement and then timeline of the world, kind of as far as it affects this. For Bible, I looked at a lot of different Bibles that related to the girls and ended up with the Brave Girls Bible Story. The way this one works is you have, it's celebrating great women of the Bible, but it has these girls that are part of a youth group, and they're kind of like your guides through the Bible. And you start with the Old Testament. We did the Garden of Eden story already. And so you have the first person who gives you kind of a Bible verse and like an introduction, you know, what she thinks or why it was a bad thing. Like, for instance, she says, my little sister accidentally poured paint over one of my best paintings one time. So I can kind of imagine how God must have felt, you know, basically when Eve messed everything up. And it says, but God had an awesome way of painting over Adam and Eve's sins with the perfect solution. So you have almost like a devotion page, and then it goes into the Bible story. And the Bible story will be from the woman's point of view. So this was more from Eve's point of view than Adam's. So I really, really like this so far. I also picked up the Marvel Fearless and Fantastic for character. It is Female Superhero Save the World, and it has 4 character traits that it covers, and they are determined, daring, compassionate, and curious. So then, like, for determined, it tells you, you know, what determined kind of is, like a definition. Then it gives you the superhero, a quote from her, and how she was determined and what she did that, you know, made her fall under the determined category. And the illustrations in this are gorgeous, and I love that it tied in some of the superheroes and character traits at the same time. We will be making a book of great women. And so this is, I can follow the great example or the examples of great women. And so what this is a like copy work from a quote of a great woman. And then you have the copy work, and then you have the what can you do that basically is the copy work. So Shirley said a quote about service. So she would do that copy work and color her. And then it says, what can you do to serve others? So it's kind of applying those quotes to your life. So she will do this, and then when she's done, I will bind this to make a book of great women. This set was the backbone of our morning basket and is going to stay the backbone of our morning basket. I was probably the most excited to find this. It is the Fantastically Great Women Who Changed the World book and activity book. They are not sold together. I had to buy them separate. But the book is beautiful. So here you have your journey of great women. And then each spread is about a woman. So this is about Jane Austen. And here is about her. And then these are her characters that she created. And then in the activity book, there is an activity spread for her as well. So we actually already did just this one. And you can see it, you know, as ties into more about her and what she was as a writer. And then their activities tie into each one of the women. There's also stickers in the back of the book just for fun. But just to show you a few of these. But like I said, it's beautiful. And there's like bite-sized chunks of information. And it also was a great jumping off point for us to research women more if she wanted to. So actually, after we read Jane Austen, she asked me, could we check out some of her books from the library, which I told her, yes, we probably won't read them, but she wants to see them. So it was just a really great jumping off point. Now for these books, let's see here. I have the Little Dreamers, Visionary Women Around the World, the Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls 1 and 2. So we will be reading a story from one of these, and then we will either use the Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls map or our scrunch map to locate where the woman was on the map. You know, like where she lived. Then for our science, I have Women in Science, 50 Fearless Pioneers Who Changed the World. So we will be reading about one of these wonderful women in science. And again, this is just really great jumping off points. And some of these women overlap with the Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls. So like Marie Curie, we will actually match those up, you know, if they do overlap. At the same time, we'll read, you know, them in both of them. Then the last thing in the basket is our Get Fit kit. Now these actually came from the Dollar Tree a few months back, and they have different exercises on them. They have upper body, lower body, stretches, and core. And it's almost like a little game that you play, and so it gives us some movement that breaks up all of the reading. I also have a playlist. I will try to link the playlist in the description box down below of like girl power songs. So like the first one is Katy Perry's Roar. So some songs for us to listen to that kind of are like girl power. I'm adding this on the end because I actually had put this up. My goal for this is to use it like the last week of the month. And based off of all of the different character traits that we have learned, have her create her own self as a superhero. But being a super person based off of some of those character traits versus the traditional superpower stuff. You know, all of the wonderful women and character traits, and then make herself a superhero, super person based off of that. So this is the Melissa and Doug Simply Crafty Superhero Masks and Cuffs that I'll be adding into our morning basket maybe like the last week of March. So that's it. That is our morning basket for the month of March.